keep it 100 because it's time for Hub's Huddle Podcast. Listen to the man that talks sports from football to basketball 24/7, 365. He is known as the average Joe that knows more than average about sports.
What's up, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Hub.
What's up, everybody? It's a beautiful Sunday morning, February 24th, 2019, man. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I hollered at you guys, man, but it's been a lot going on in the world of sports over this past week in general, man, from Zion's shoes busting loose to, Robert Kraft solicited, for prostitution, man. It's been a rough couple of days. It's been a rough week, for like the whole sports world, man. The whole world basically, watching that Duke and North Carolina game on Thursday, the whole world, man, they actually like gasp, when Zion went down, the shoes busted. People thought it was more serious than what it is. Turns out to be like a knee sprain, and he should be back. Personally, do I think he should come back? I mean, honestly, it's up to the player, but what he got on the line is, his NBA career, and he already has an insurance policy that if he slips past, I think it's 616, that he gets like an $8 million. So I mean, basically, he can come back out and play. I'm quite sure he is going to play in the tournament. It's going to be starting in a couple of weeks. March 17th is selection Sunday. And Duke just had a game. Yesterday they got their revenge over Syracuse. But my thing is, man, personally, I say, he should just, sit out like how some of the, college football players do. They sit out of the bowl games. But I mean, I understand, from a team standpoint, he wants to be there for his guys and, to help them win a national championship. So I understand that. And I'm supporting the kid either way. You do your thing, baby. And next up, man, we got Robert Kraft. Man, news broke on Friday. He's been involved in like a prostitution sting down in Jupiter, Florida. Allegedly it's this Asian parlor. They do a little bit more extra, man. And I find it funny, man. I'm a Patriots fan, and a lot of Patriots fans, they are, going ape crap over this, and they feel in some type of way. My thing is this, man. He's just an old dude, man, looking for some little extra fun. I find it just completely funny. It is what it is, man. Like I told the homies, man, I said, listen, man, it's just like, when you go to the strip club and you got that one fine girl and basically she like, extra $200 and, y'all can have fun for the night. Most of us, most of us have been in that situation, but ain't nobody never followed through. Not that I know of anyway. I know I haven't, but it's like the same thing, man. Bob went on down there, for a little massage, and he might have got a little bit extra, man. But that's just the way it goes, man. And I really think that once he started helping Meek Mill and Jay-Z with the prison reform, a lot of people didn't really start liking what he was doing and hanging around Meek Mill and stuff like that, and rocking the gold championship chain, and and basically the stuff that he said on Kevin Hart's podcast about it being two different Americas. I think right now it's like, all right, well, we got something for you, Bob. We're going to smack you around a little bit, drag you throughout the media. And they have, soon the news broke, I mean, it was everywhere, from CNN, ESPN, Sports Illustrated, all the way up to the, like the big fellas from CNN and Fox and NBC News and ABC News. It was everywhere, man. Just dragging. Plus, all the little memes are funny, man. And people are just going in. But what I think out of the situation, I think he probably like had to pay a little something. His money too long for him to even go to like jail. So I don't see him getting any jail time. So it's just a little something, man. And I guess the NFL, they might fine him or something. And who knows, man. But a lot of them owners probably do like the same stuff, man. It was just a couple years ago, pictures floating around of Jerry Jones with two chicks, him with his pants off, and you got Dan Snyder up in Washington, basically was pimping out the cheerleaders. But man, it's just, man, listen, it's funny, to me. What I mean? Patriot fans, man, need to just, tighten up, man. Got get a little loose, man. What I mean? It is what it is. It's not going to affect the team in any way. These guys are still going to keep moving forward. You still got Belichick as the GM, as the GM slash coach. So, he's going to make sure the best guys are on the team. And it is what it is, man. Just let everything play out, man. Maybe he was involved, and maybe he wasn't. Maybe he just went in there for a massage. We never know. But the way it's looking right now, the way everybody, assuming everything, they basically dragging this man through the dirt, and he probably gonna come out on top, man. Who knows, man? But just stay positive about the situation, man. Even though it's funny, but yeah, man. Shout out to Robert Kraft. That's the homie, man. But moving on, man. The Houston Rockets, man. They beat the Golden State Warriors last night. It was a good game. You know what? My thing with Houston is, man, is this Houston team going to be the same team when it comes playoff time? It's all fine and dandy to get your regular season win, but it's what you do, in April, in May, that's going to get you there. That's going to get you to June, going to get you to the NBA Finals. Let's see what happens then, man. Right now, Golden State still, head and shoulders, the favorite to win it all again. But, same thing with Boston. They lost last night to Chicago, man, a terrible Chicago team. And it's like, their road woes is continuing. They lost the other night on Thursday to Milwaukee by 1 point, and turn around, and lose over here to Chicago. They're still like in fifth place now. They need to start getting everything going, man. To make that push to get one of the top two seeds in the East, which it's still in reach, man. But they just gotta get it together, man. I think it's still like a gel issue with all those guys. Just figuring out what's what. And it's just been a rocky year for them. I mean, they're a good team on paper, but they just not producing, on the court like how they should. You still got Kyrie saying, he don't see anybody beating them in the 7-game series. So, I mean, these guys are still staying positive and moving on to like the next one. So we'll see what happens with that, man. And Joel Embiid for Philly, he's been out, basically, a little banged up, normal stuff for the season. But the Sixers, man, they're still rolling. I mean, I know they lost last night. I mean, yesterday afternoon to the Trailblazers. That's a tough, scrappy, Portland team. But things looking up, man. You had Evan Turner returned home. He came out with the little poster, said, he's back. And, of course, people going to think that he was trolling Sixers fans, which he wasn't. The kid, man, he's just a genuine dude, man. I like the guy. I loved him in Boston. And I even liked him when he played in Philly, man. He's a good kid. I just didn't like him when he played for Ohio State because I like Michigan. But it is what it is, man. But, yeah, I mean, things is heating up in the NBA. You got LeBron talking about, his playoff LeBron time a little bit earlier than normal. That Lakers team, man, they on the outside looking in. They might get like an AFC, but just it'd be crazy if it'd be 1 year with no LeBron in the playoffs. Just from a standpoint that he's there just about every year now, and either going to the finals or whatever it is, man. But it'll be crazy if he's not involved in the playoffs in any way. It'd be quite crazy. But I don't know if they're going to make it in. It probably will. They probably catch a little fire and probably snag up an AFC, but that's just the way I see things going. We got the big fight coming up in a couple of weeks. Errol Spence Jr., Mikey Garcia, on March 16th, 2019. That's going to be a good fight, man. I cannot wait to see it. It's going to pay-per-view. Just leading up to that fight, man, there's a lot going on. That welterweight division is on fire. Sean Porter's fighting on March 9th. I believe that's on Fox. So, be sure to check that out. And you still got Bud Crawford and these guys, they're still going back and forth, little jab here, little jab there between Spence and Crawford, man. I think that's going to be the fight to be within the next, like probably sometime like next year, they probably make that fight happen. It's just trying to get these guys, like more, exposure to everything, and now in the suspense, first time headline, the pay-per-view, so I think he's going to take care of Mikey Garcia. He is just too big, man. And Manny Pacquiao, you don't want no parts of Errol Spence, man. I just need you just to chill out. just calm down. I really see him fighting, somebody like a Keith Thurman next, which would be a pretty good fight. But boxing is heating up, man. You had Anthony Durrell, winning the super middleweight title last night, WBC. I guess it was controversial, if you want to say. I think he was winning the fight. The guy he was fighting, dude was coming forward all night. He was pressing him, but the accidental headbutts was what caused him to stop the fight. And I guess people are going to be feeling some type of way, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the Durrell didn't look as sharp as he used to. So I think if he fights like I think if he fights Plant, I think he's gonna go ahead and go take an L. But either that or that was just his game plan for last night, man. Who really knows, man? But he didn't really look too sharp out there last night. But let's see what happens in that division as well. I mean, boxing is starting to heat up. It's almost in May, when the bigger fights happen. Got Floyd Money Mayweather talking about he's going to do another exhibition fight. I mean, it is what it is, man. People are upset. Talking about he's running the sport. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like I said, if Muhammad Ali could do it, he did it with the NFL player, he did it with the pro wrestler. Man, let Floyd do his thing, man. If you making extra money, on the side of people doing that, you're a retired boxer. Let that man be. He's not bothering anybody within the sport. He's not ruining the game. So, it is what it is, man. You just let that man be. If people want to pay him, crazy amounts of money for a couple rounds, let it be. I mean, why you gotta hate? It's all because he never lost. I understand that. Y'all want to see the man fall, but it is what it is, man. Floyd, keep doing your thing. You want to take another exhibition for about $10 million or so, man, go do it. It's extra money for you, man. It is what it is, man. But other than that, man, that's it on the sport. Oh, well, wait a minute. We got, NFL free agency going to be opening up in a few weeks, March 14th to be exact. Le'Veon Bell not being tagged by the Steelers. He went on Twitter, posted free at last, the quote from Martin Luther King. It's just hilarious, man. You got Antonio Brown, the other Steeler that's he's out talking to owners and basically trying to get a trade. The Steelers is like, listen, we'll trade you, but we're not trading you to the Patriots, and we're not trading you to the AFC North. So we prefer you go to an NFC team. Which, what I mean, come people, man, that come to me talk about, he might, what if he end up as a Packer? That'd be pretty cool, man. I think he's going to be like San Fran. I could see, Green Bay, somewhere like that. But, wherever he goes, man, he's going to make an impact. And my thing is what the Steelers going to look like after AB. I mean, I know you still got Juju. He's still a reliable, good, wide receiver. Came on strong last year, pretty solid. Team MVP. The Steelers organization named him, the MVP with the players' votes or whatever. But he is a solid dude. But losing AB, I want to know how is that going to affect him? Is that going to make him even better, or is it going to be a little spot on his game now because he doesn't have that, that official number one receiver. And though he is a number one receiver, he's going to have to be the guy. So let's see what's that going to lead to, man. But I'm looking forward to free agency, man. A lot of big names out there, where they're going to go. I will be back I'll be back. I should be back next week, man. I'm going to try. I got a lot going on, guys. In the process of moving, process of getting the new, set up for the podcast, man. I'm working, just because you don't see me, man. I might just start hitting you guys with videos on Facebook and Instagram, just when I don't, post a full podcast, to keep engaged with you guys. But like I said, always, man, to all my fans and, all my listeners, man, thank you for continuing to listen. Thank you for your continued support. I really appreciate it, man. All the new listeners, man, welcome to the show. It's about to get real in 2019, man. We're only in February, and like I said, man, videos coming soon of, you know, me actually doing my podcast once I get everything set up in like the new spot. You know, get the camera and all. I just gotta get all that stuff working. I'm a one-man show, man, so you know, you guys gotta be patient with me for now. But you know, of course, I'm gonna be back way before, you know, the Spence and Garcia fight to give my prediction on that and how I see things shaking out. I'm going to be monitoring, you know, the NFL, you know, free agency. You know, we got the Alliance Football League. They're in their third week. You know, they're still doing good despite, you know, having to get like, you know, needing like $250 million after the first week. You know, they're still putting on a good product, so I'm following that as well. But like I said, guys, man, thank you all for joining and for listening. Continue to, you know, follow me on Instagram at Hubs Huddle. Follow me on Twitter at Hubs Huddle as well, and on Facebook at Hubs Huddle. Make sure you like, subscribe, you know, on iTunes, Google Podcast, Spotify, you know, iHeartRadio. Man, send me a comment, man. Continue to, you know, keep rocking with me, man. Like I said, this sports podcast is for us, man. It's the people. I'm the mouthpiece. You know, I'm going to give it to you guys, you know, like 100% real and from a fan's perspective. And, you know, it might even be better than what these analysts are talking about. So, shout outs to Max Kellerman. But until next time, guys, man, I'll catch y'all later, man. Peace.